All right, good morning, and welcome to day 29 of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so I just left the shelter. Last night was fantastic in the shelter. It was like a log cabin, so it had 4 walls, a door, and we were so warm, so dry in there, so slept great. Yeah, really good shelter experience, really great people. There were... let's see, Indiana Phil was there, Wheeze and Dragon Ball were there, which I don't know them. I just seen their like trail logs. So yeah, so I finally caught up with them. There's also this lady from Perth, Western Australia there, which was really funny because I've spent a lot of time in Perth in my life, and so it was just fun to have that connection and to kind of catch up and chat about like, you know, all the different places and, you know, the footy and all those things. So that was pretty fun. And just, if you're watching from Perth, which I know there are some people that are, I don't think she has any affiliation to like a footy team. She's not really into football very much, but she was like, yeah, I think the Eagles would be my team if I were to choose one. So there you go, Eagles fans. But yeah, it was great. So we're all planning on going down into Roan Mountain and getting a hostel tonight because it is just sopping wet out here. It rained all through the night. I put my clothes up to dry. They're still soaking wet. So I'm freezing on top of this mountain, going down. But yeah, the plan is to go, I think, 16 and a half miles into town, get a hostel, hang out, and start back the next day. But yeah, it is just gross outside today. But yeah, I'll update you when I have updates. So even though it's like rainy and misty, Roan Mountain is gorgeous. Like, it's got all these like pine trees, kind of like the Smokies. And it smells like Christmas like the Smokies. So, you know, it's not all bad in the rain. And it kind of has a really cool look to it this morning. But yeah, it's the rain, again, like, I hate the rain, but it's not always, it's got its perks. So the thing that really helps most hikers out here when like they're having a bad day or the weather's bad or whatever it may be is the camaraderie at the shelter. That's why I like shelters so much, because normally like there's a lot of people there and you're not going to get as many people at like a stealth site or in a campsite. People like the shelters because they have a reliable water source, and most of them have a privy, and again, if the weather's bad, you can sleep in the shelter and not have to set up your tent and all that kind of stuff. But when you get there, the camaraderie just is so nice because, like, you know, you're all kind of out here suffering together in some ways. And so it's like when I wake up in the morning, I have to put all my wet clothes on, like, so does everybody else. And it's nice because it's like, okay, we're all in this together. Like, we can all pull through. We can all do this. Whereas, like, if I was by myself, I may have just, like, I probably would have stayed in my sleeping bag for, like, another hour. So, yeah, the camaraderie out here really helps motivate and push you through hard times. Also, just some quick history for you about Roan Mountain. So, the trail has been like this pretty much since I got to the top of the mountain. And from what I understand, this used to be like an old road. Because way back in the day, I think like 1920s, there was a hotel at the top of the mountain that people could come stay in. I think there was also like a rail line that went up there at one point. But I think this is part of the old road. But I think they tore it down in the 20s. I don't really know why, but you can research that. But yeah, what I'm following is like the old kind of road to the top, which is kind of nice. I wish it wasn't so rocky, but yeah, it is kind of nice having this wide path to take. right, there's the top of Roan Mountain. The last of the 6,000ers, still in New Hampshire. This trail's pretty nice. I mean, this is like a national recreation area, so it's really nice, very well kept up. There's a parking lot over there with a toilet that I used this morning, which was nice. You know, didn't have to go in the woods in the rain. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully you can kind of see some mountains over there in the distance, but hopefully it'll be really pretty cool view up here at the top. All right, so Roan is awesome. Like, look at these trees. Like, this forest is so cool up here. Wish there were better weather. Like, I know I keep talking about that, sorry, but it'll just, the rain just does things to you. But anyway, but it's so fascinating. Like, just the trees and it's just so different than like lower elevation. Like, it's awesome. I wish the trail like got up to like 5,000 feet and just rode like a wave at 5,000 feet all the way to Maine, so I could walk through these kind of woods instead of lower elevation. Lower elevation, I think, just gets too dense and too overgrown. And up here, it's very nice and open, which I like better. But sadly, that's not the case. But it would be nice. Alright, so I'm hiking with Dragon Ball and Wheeze today. I met them last night at the shelter. I don't know about Dragon Ball, but I think Wheeze and some other people are staying at the station at 19E, which is a hostel right off the road. Tonight it's supposed to just like rain. It's supposed to be like this pretty much for the next couple of days. So, and I'm tired of having wet feet all the time, so I really want to dry my stuff out when I can. So I'm gonna stay there tonight, and then from there it's like a 2-day hike into, I think, Hampton, Tennessee is the next town. So yeah, getting closer and closer every day, you know. So Dragon Ball and I decided to, we really stumbled upon this gigantic earthworm. It's probably the biggest worm. There's Dragon Ball's hand compared to the worm. So yeah, big worm. All right, so there's a shelter back there. We just stopped there for probably a solid 30 minutes. It's like pretty much gonna do this all day, and there's no really good place between here and the hostel to eat lunch. So we all just ate a super early lunch under the shelter and are just gonna head the 11 whatever miles into town. So yeah, I probably won't vlog too much today because it's raining and my phone goes crazy in the rain. So also it's slick as all get out, so I want to make sure that like I'm using my trekking poles. So yeah, today may be a short day, but yeah, but that's the plan for the rest of the day, is just to book it into Roan Mountain, get to the hostel, get dry, and enjoy the rest of the evening / night in a bed. Alright, so the rain finally let up for a little bit, but it has pretty much rained really since this morning when we were kind of on top of those balds by Roan Mountain. But ever since then, like the whole day, it's pretty much been like this. Hold on. Like, this is the landscape. We're on all these balds. We've been going across these all morning. I mean, it just has been pounding us with rain on these things. And so, of course, like the one day that we're super, super exposed, and it could be really pretty, like it's just foggy and rainy, and of course, like we're out in the open, so we're just getting like the full force of the storm. So, yeah, that's how the morning's gone. Also, my shoes are soaked. The trail is just like a muddy river. So, yeah, this is how today's been. All right, so made it to the hostel. Here's a picture of a cat's butt. But yeah, it is 3:45. Got here about 45 minutes ago. So, yeah, it was disgusting outside today. So we're all very excited to be at the hostel. They've got like a restaurant and stuff here. So we are living large. But we're also pooped. We did like 16 miles pretty quick this morning, so big day. But yeah. Alright, so I don't think I said like which hostel I was staying at. I'm at the station at 19E, which 19E is the highway that this is on. But I'm currently in my bunk right now. Here's the rest of the bunks. There's also a huge space over there. It's a really cool like hostel. They have like a restaurant and a supply room and all kinds of stuff attached to it, so it's really cool. But I'm absolutely wiped out after this morning in the rain and just booking it 16 miles by 3 o'clock. Yeah, today was a tough one, and I'm ready to go to bed, and it's only 6:48 p.m. But staying with some really cool people tonight, which I'm excited about. And I think a couple of us are trying to go to Moreland Shelter tomorrow, which is like 18 miles. So at least I know I'll have like some people there to hang out with. But yeah, I'm telling you, just these long days of hiking, you just get to the end and you're just absolutely worn out, like you don't do anything. But yeah, so I'll probably watch a TV show or something, because I do not want to go to bed right now. I'll wake up at like 4 a.m. if I go to bed right now. But yeah, so. But as always, thanks for following along, and always appreciative of the support. And yeah, thanks for following along. Hey y'all, it's Ralston here, hiking the AT. I'm hiking the AT for several reasons, but one big one is to support the Isaiah 117 house in Blairsville, Georgia. This organization is dedicated to helping foster kids at the moment they're taken out of the home and some of the most traumatic parts of their lives. That's where they seek to intervene. And so they seek to provide a house with food, clothing, foster parents, almost pretty much immediately after they're taken out of the home. So it's a really, really great organization that's dedicated to bettering the lives of children. And I just could not be more appreciative and more excited to support them and of all the work they're doing. So if you'd like to help out and donate, you can visit the link below, and it'll take you to the donation page. But please consider giving a gift to help support Isaiah 117. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maverick out.